Hello, Jan. Hang on, this is not an F1 race. Be with you in a moment, everyone. Just had some last-minute technical difficulties with the YouTube side. I think I got it fixed. So it is the RaceOnOz Division 1 Round 4 race here in Gran Turismo Sport. The scheduled race, the scheduled event is not working. I don't know why. So I do apologise. But we've got a reverse championship order grid here at the Nürburgring for 6 laps. Starting very, very shortly. Max Verstappen, new name. Oh, the race has started. Let's get into it.
I'm rocking.
Here we go. My name's Josh from Demo 1 and welcome along to the RaceOnOz 6-lap race here, Volkswagen 1 make, Division 1, Round 4. Reverse grid order. So motors on the bottom of the championship order will start us here in the grid at twilight. And he gets it underway. Looks like there was a good start from Groover down the back. But Motors is being beaten before turn 1, losing a few spots. William Gill likes to stream. Thank you, William Gill. And who's that? Captain Risky has already taken an early lead from Motors. Big Chopper Dog, Hatfield there in 6, Viper Z, and that was Norm, I think. Anyway, the cars, look at this, it's beautiful at night time. Very hard to see who is who. That's why we've got the names above their doors there. Hatfield there, sticking to the inside line. Rest of the cars trying to go too wide as they head towards the hairpin. Captain Risky leads. Look at that flame shoot out from the exhaust there on the side. It's beautiful. Cars making their way around now. Oh, there's been some drama. Hatfield, Razor's been spun. Looks like he's been pushed wide and he's going to lose a lot of spots. That's going to be really hard for him to catch back up, because it's a very long lap here, so, you know, it's going to be very difficult. The rest of the field get through, and then we've got a train of 4 or 5 cars here right now fighting for 6th. John O'Stan is in the middle of them, number 96. The field gets around nicely, heading towards the Nordschleife for the first time. 6 laps to go. Very interesting indeed. Let's see how our leader's doing. He's got a gap now of about a second, less than a second, so Captain Risky is pulling out a nice lead here, and he should capitalise on this early start bonus with Motors motoring in behind him. Groover's got a pack of angry-looking cars behind him who are going to want to find a way through. But one of the biggest challenges for these guys tonight is going to be navigating the Nürburgring here at twilight. Keaton sitting in closely behind XL for Team BHR, Bruce Hale Racing, which I've discovered was named after a former member of RaceOnOz who sadly passed away a few years back. So it's named in memory of Bruce. So it's nice to see. Anyway, the cars one by one down the Nordschleife for the first time. The green hell. And we've only seen, XL. It's a little wide there for XL. He recovers. I think he almost took out Keaton with a rear bumper move, and Hatfield now wants to get up the side. Sparks fly as they bottom out on the bottom of the hill. And XL is now down into 11th from 8th position. Small little mistake there has cost him a lot of time very early on. Welcome, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel, it was a YouTube error. Not F1, because I had named it. There is a scheduled event for this race, but for some reason it just wouldn't pick up and work, so I had to rename it on the fly. So hopefully the Facebook side is the right name as well. No, it looks like it's good on Facebook. So yeah, some apologies about that. If you are on Facebook and it starts to lag, please let me know. I know what the problem will be. I'm just trying something out tonight. Trying to increase the quality of the stream, and I might have gone above and beyond what Facebook likes. So sometimes I could drop some frames, so please let me know if that happens. But anyway, it's been a pretty clean start here as Groover's finding his way down. You can see there's a battle here for third. There's about 6 cars now. Norm and Jono are amongst it. Let's have a look at our standings. These are our current standings in the RaceOnOz Division 1. Oh, apologies about that. WTF man is 13. He's got 13 points. Didn't test it, obviously picked it up and thought it was a different thing. But Keita McDonald leads with 54. XL's got 36. Look at this, Chopper Dog and Norm. Beautiful racing side by side. Jono Stan's got 4th in the championship as well, so watch out for him. He's currently sitting 4th in this race. Viper Zed's got 26 points. Look at this, these guys aren't giving up at all, not giving an inch. Absolutely fantastic racing. Beautiful here at the Twilight 2. Must be adds an extra level of complexity to this one. It's already a difficult circuit to master, let alone do it at night. But you can see they're doing their darndest at the moment to stick it on the track, and these 5 cars look like they're turning it up for us tonight. This is Brian. He's down in 13th. So it looks like Brian's had an issue. This was the incident earlier on with Razor. So Razor comes in. He's in 7th. Oh, he came in a bit hot. He's actually hit Hatfield out. And Razor actually lost out a lot of time as he's come back and flicked it around. Here's our leader though, Captain Risky. He's doing a good job of holding that lead. He's gained 5 seconds already. Oh, Groover, Chopper Dog, Jono Stan. What was that? We saw the sparks fly as his Volkswagen bottomed out. Chopper Dog got around him, but Jono was unfortunately had the door shut on him and wasn't able to make that stick. That's what happened to Groover. Oh, he's just come out wide and the car's flicked across. And that was he's done a really good job of controlling that actually. Back to the live action here. Look at this, Groover. Oh, big incident. Big incident. It's involved Groover there. Get a replay. He's recovered quite quickly. And Jono Stan did not come out of that very well at all. So Groover, this is the replay. He was currently running 3rd. Oh, was he hit from behind? And Jono Stan, you can see, was caught up in all that. And that's what Groover sees now. 12th behind him. Let's have another quick gander. Jono went for the move. Oh, so unfortunate. Just ran out of room, Jono did. Not much he could have done there. That was just one of those things, isn't it? The racing incident. They're already at the Dottinger Hoe. Down that front straight, and Captain Risky's going to lead us into the first lap. Before you know it, unbelievably quick driving. We've had a few incidences, but this is where they stand out now. Oh, here we go. Fight for third. Keaton's got it. Norm's in the mix, and so is Motors. Motors could be on for some points here today. He did start first, being the championship reverse grid order. He hasn't scored any points yet in this championship, so he'll be looking to get some today and capitalise on this reverse grid start. See Me Racing, yeah, we got some Volkswagen bugs from the RaceOnOz crew. Some very, they have really good races, these guys. Oh, Norm, he's cooked it. He's cooked it coming out of the stadium. He's recovered, but that's going to lose him a lot of time. A lot of time indeed. Look at the cars go speeding past him. Oh, he just lit the tyres up, and yeah, that wasn't. He was just a bit too keen to get going on the gas there. And now he sits in ninth spot. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. Keaton right now has managed to build a gap, build a bit of a bridge. He's got some time ahead of him to catch up to Chopper Dog, but he's doing well. Motors is in fourth, so he's motoring along. He'll be very happy with how the first lap has worked out. Yes, he did drop a few spots, but if he can score points, he should be very well pleased with himself. And he's got track position here as well. That's one of the toughest things. Here's Jono and XL, one of the favourites for Team BHR, Bruce Hale Racing. And he's got some competition from Jono. Jono just goes around the outside. Look at that. Jono just absolutely floored it past him. XL was sight unseen. Beautiful manoeuvre from Jono. You see how he racked that one up. In the slipstream, there wasn't much XL could do. And as they come, he just had the outside line. He just got that corner perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better manoeuvre there from Jono. Perfectly textbook. So hope you're enjoying the racing tonight. If you are new, my name's Josh from Demo and Garage, broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube and Facebook. I do apologise about if you get stuffed around on YouTube tonight. There was an event planned, but for some reason it would not stream to the event, so I had to do it on a secondary one. So we got there in the end, but it was worth it. It was worth it. We've seen some really good racing so far. Motors pushing his bug as hard as he can. I love seeing those calipers light up red in the night. You can just see how much abuse they get. Just the temperatures they have to deal with. But yeah, if you are new and you want to see more e-racing and stuff like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you along to some more events in the future. We had a really good start this week to the F2. And if you haven't seen that, I highly suggest you do. SS Man is grinding away here on the back of XL's gearbox. He's trying to find a way around, but XL is proving to be a moving roadblock at the moment. SS Man's just going to bide his time, I think. Play it safe. And see if he can't force XL into an error. It's very easy to do here on the Nürburgring. Very, very easy to do. Yeah, William said a fantastic first lap there. It was a really good first lap. They seem to have navigated the first lap very quickly. We had minimal incidences, and there you go. We got to it. Whoa, what's happened here with Norm? just jumped to him as he was in midst spin. See how that one played out. He was in 9th. Coming up to the bridge, and then you go up this uphill tight right hand section. It was obviously, the curbing has unsettled the car. That was really quick and odd. Would have been sight unseen for Norm. Back down to 11th. That's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. Seems to be a technical error there. That is not working. Norm comes in a bit hot. And he has to slam those anchors on. Oh, here we go. We got a fight for first. Look at this. It's Chopper Dog, Captain Risky, and Keaton. One by one. This is going to get tasty. This is going to get real tasty. Enjoy this one. Oh, Chopper Dog! Look at the exits he's getting through some of these corners. He's clearly put the practice in. Risky on the limit there. I don't know how we managed to hold that, but in the dark, these guys are doing well here in the twilight. Very, very well. Look how far Chopper Dog has gotten. He has grown that gap to a considerable distance now. As we're right on board with Keaton, trying his mightiest to stay with Captain Risky here. And Captain cutting the corner very liberally. Very close here, got to be careful. Got to be careful of the sandpit there on the right-hand side. Don't run into that. Oh, as I said it, into the carousel. And around they'll come to the dotting a hoe for the second time. But this is heating up here at the front, and I would not put money. Captain Risky though, he's put too much effort in. He has made the mistake. I think he went wide there on the corner. Keaton was close, but it was no contact. Keaton was just forced into it. Didn't quite make the corner the way he would have liked. Recovered very quickly though, so he'll be lucky he won't lose too much time from that. But you can see Motors 560 still in 4th right now, so very good position for him. Yet to score points. There's some definitely on the board for him tonight. Jono's going to catch up to this pack before you know it. He's a quick driver. Viper Z, he's not too far. Look at those sparks fly, isn't that awesome to see? XL down in 8th. Razor. And Brian F. And I think Groover. Yeah, Groover, Hatfield and Norm. They're sort of a long way off at the moment. Not good for them. It's good for this man, Chopper Dog. The gap has been closed though. Keaton a lot quicker in this sector. And it looks like this is where he's weakest. So, an overtake could be on the cards for Keaton very shortly. Captain Risky, he's got a 4-second gap between him and Keaton, so there's quite a while to go for him. Motors though, Jono's on the scene, and Jono should get it up the inside through the hairpin. He'll beat him before they get to the Schumacher S's, and he will. I think Motors will safely slot into 5th there. He won't try anything else. He'll be looking to score points more than anything tonight. But that was a great move. Great move from Jono. Just held him up on the inside. Beautiful stuff. And that's Motors just had to give way. And you can see how quick Jono is. He's already made a gap of about a second already on Motors. So Jono will be lining up Captain Risky in the crosshairs next. That will be the next attack plan, I'd imagine. It's going to get very interesting. So, third lap down. We're about to hit the halfway mark very shortly, and the quickest lap at the moment is by Keaton. A sub 8 minute lap, 7 minutes 56, 5.67. That is very, very good indeed. Chopper Dog's last lap was a 7.58. So Keaton definitely has the speed here. It won't be long before I think we have a new lead up. So Chopper Dog seems to be quite confident here on the ring. And before he gets to the dotting a hoe, he seems to just open that gap up just enough to keep Keaton at bay. And that could be what he needs to do, but there's still a lot of time left for Keaton to make something happen here. Captain Risky will have Jono stand on his gearbox very shortly. You can see Motors is there. But he's sort of out of this contentious battle. The green BHR entry soon to be eaten alive, I think, by Jono Stan. His hardest task now is going to be finding room to make the overtake. Unless he plays the patient game, but Jono's looking quick tonight. Not sure he'll want to play too patient. If he can force Risky into a mistake, we've seen him make one. Jono will pounce. A quick lap from him too. Last lap, a 7.57. So he's definitely on pace to get a good result tonight. Captain Risky stands racing headlights glaring in his mirrors as Division 1 of the RaceOnOz Championship season number 8 here in the Twilight Race. Looks like Captain Risky has actually managed to pull away slightly. I thought Jono would have the advantage, but it looks like Captain Risky might be, again, a little bit more confident. Oh, has that happened? Captain Risky is another unforced error. And around he goes. He loses 2 spots as Viper Z and Motors rush on by him. Luckily, he had a 13-second gap, but not long. Raze is going to be there shortly. Let's have a look. How did this all unfold for Risky? Oh, same spot. Same spot after the bridge. Hitting that curb on that outside is just a no-go zone in these bugs. Looks like it just upsets the balance too much. Oh, he'll be kicking himself after that one. Coming from 3rd to 6th. 2nd. He was even 2nd at one point. And now he's down in the midfield. Chopper Dog, though, is doing a great job at the moment of holding off Keaton. Keaton is very, very fast. At least almost 2 seconds quicker. But truck position is key here on the ring, and Keaton will just have to play it patient. The Dottingaho coming up very shortly. That's that long straight. He should be able to just stay with him. The slipstream will be highly effective when they get to that part. Daniel Spence, I love these, has said, facts with Daniel. Keaton once drove a Bugatti Veyron around here in 4th gear. 4th gear the whole way? Because that's just insane. Like, started in 4th gear, just didn't get out of 4th gear. This battle with Keaton doesn't look like he's able to push his way around. Ooh, Chopper Dog on the edge. Let's have a quick look at the update. Stands in third. It's back 6 seconds. There's Motors in fourth. Viper Z's got fifth at the moment. Captain Risk is there in sixth. Razor, 7th. SS Man, 8th. Brian F is in 9th. Hatfield, 10th. Then it's Norm, Groover, and we've lost one driver. So Keaton is currently leading this championship with 54 points. Chopper Dog. Big Chopper Dog. Where is he on my list? I don't have him. Surely that's a mistake. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. Keaton, I don't know, because they're in the same one-make car. Exact same power. Has he done it? He's done it. He's done the overtake. As we were looking backwards, he is now leading this race as we come to a close of the third lap before the fourth starts. Chopper Dog looking for a way around. He doesn't want to give up that spot. He needs to get back in front of Keaton before they get to the Nordschleife. Otherwise, Keaton will be a distant memory, I'm afraid. He is just that quick. Well, Chopper Dog's going in for his pit stop. So, will he manage to get that undercut? Jono Stan also will enter the pit lane. Motors. So, everyone's coming in except Keaton. Keaton's pushed on. And there he goes. On his merry way. He's got some clean running now. Now that he's not being pushed, he needs to be able to keep up that pace by himself. So fuel. Let's see where Chopper Dog has to fill up to. So you can see some of the other guys have actually done a bit of fuel saving. Brian F runs past and takes second. Chopper Dog's out in third. Hatfield's coming in. Viper Z taking fuel. Let's see where he has to take it to. Didn't quite let us know, did it? Motors is out in fifth. And Viper Z in behind him. Hatfield, Norm, Razor. Looks like the rest of the field are in. Is Groover going to come in? Groover's a long way back. Just exiting the Nordschleife now. Oh. And yes, so the only two that haven't gone in is Keaton and Brian. Brian always does these sorts of moves. We've seen it before. And if he's done a bit of fuel saving, he might even find himself on the podium here. So it's a race between Keaton and Brian. Chopper Dog has third, Jono's fourth, Motors still has fifth. Vipers will be looking to make an overtake very quickly here. As you can see, Motors right there. Motors, like I said, yet to score points. Viper Z is sitting in 6th position with 26 points here in this championship. So after coming out after a pit stop, he's now sitting in behind Motors. And will be looking to increase his track position. He's just got to get it right through here. He might be able to force Motors into a mistake, which we've seen happen. Motors, though, has done a fine job. He's been mistake-free, and that's why he finds himself up into 5th right now. Taking full advantage of that championship reverse grid start. Looks like they're closing in on Jono a little bit too. Jono is also closing in on Chopper Dog. So, Keaton. The gap from Keaton. 31 seconds the lead he's got over Brian. He should easily come out. If he can stay that distance away, he should easily re-enter this racetrack in first. Brian F, though, he's got a bit of work to do, as he's got Chopper Dog right there on his tail. He's an incoming missile, and he's bound for Brian F. He's homing in on the target, and he's quick. He's very quick. Brian F is sitting 11th at the moment with 13 points. We're just waiting now as they hit the 4th lap. We're waiting to see where Keaton re-enters the racetrack after he does his pit. Brian F trying to make a long stint here, doing the same thing as Keaton. But I'm afraid he doesn't have the track gap, the time gap, to keep that second spot. I think Keaton will. I think he will, even with fuel. So, race update. 4th is Jono. Motors is in 5th, being chased by Viper Z. And then it's SS Man. Razor in 8th. Captain Risky, he's there in 9th. Hatfield in 11th. Then it's Norm and Groover in 12th. Groover is currently 8th with 19 points. So he won't score many being 12th. That's for sure. Right on board with the race leader, Keaton, as he does his thing here around the ring. So I've got more facts with Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. He's posting these on Facebook, if you're wondering where I'm reading them from. My answer to the first question about Keaton being in the Bugatti, he wasn't allowed out of 4th gear at all. There you go. Facts with Daniel, number 2. The Nürburgring was once a sheepdog training course. Where did that one come from? An interesting one. 3rd facts with Daniel. On the back of all the brake markers is the name of the person who did the best burnout on a track day. That'd be so cool if that was the case. We need to go into photo mode and confirm that. Keaton increasing that lead now to 33 seconds. Brian has actually gained about a second on Chopper Dog here, so he's in for a chance here of maybe getting a position or not. Tyre must be the tyre strategy they're going for. Chopper Dog. Looks like Jono Stan's chopped off a little bit. He has. This is the driver that will be worried. Oh, ran wide there. That's going to let Viper Z in if he can keep the speed up. Viper Z is right there, ready and primed. It's not going to be long, I don't think. Motors is doing his darndest at the moment. Just needs to dig deep and defend and make that car wide to block that track, close the door, and try and outsmart Viper Z here. It's going to be a long haul, I think, for Motors, but he hasn't made any huge errors yet, which we've seen some of the faster guys do. And that's one of the reasons Motors is there in 5th. Viper Z, though, is doing a good job of tailing him. And that will be probably playing on the mind of Motors slightly, knowing he's got an opponent so close. Here they come to the Dodingaho. The big long straight around this bend. And Keaton is in the pits. He's easily going to come out in first. He should have at least maybe a 5-6 second gap, maybe bigger than that. He's on his marks now. Motors is yet to be caught. Keaton still getting fuel. He's out. Brian F is only just coming in. So Chopper Dog, look at that. That's going to be a big gap for Keaton. That has worked wonders for the championship leader. And somehow, well, because Brian F went in, that gap, there we go, about 15 seconds. So it was a little considerably bigger than I thought it would be. At least double. But 12 seconds, that's a lot of time to work with. A lot of time. Even enough time to take it a bit easy, actually, if you're a bit worried. But he's got the grip now. He's got the good tyres. There shouldn't be much to worry about there. Viper Z. The gap, 1.8. Let's see what he can do around the Nürburgring Grand Prix section before we hit the ring itself. 7:59 there from Viper Z. Motors, 7:58. So he was actually quicker. Look at that. That's a very, very good time. But Keaton, look at the time he put in, a 7:54. That is blistering pace. Have a go at home if you got Gran Turismo Sport. Get in this Beetle, the Group 3. I think it's the Group 3 model. And try do a 7:54 here around the ring. That is on the limit every single inch of this track, every corner, late braking. That's a very respectable time. All right. We have more facts with Daniel. Motors 560 almost flipped Jono in a real-life go-kart race. So Motors is fourth. Jono's ahead of him. Jono better watch out. Because if Motors catches up, well, he's got some history, according to Daniel. Another one. Keaton knows where Kaz is hiding Michael. Dark humour, but I like it. Kaz probably does, actually. Sorry, Keaton probably does. You're right. He's that quick, Keaton. He'd be in the know for sure. Without a doubt. This is him here. 13 seconds to lead. It's just blistering pace. Chopper Dog second. Jono's only 2 seconds away. You can see him entering the frame. But time is quickly running out for Jono to get that second spot. As we are on the penultimate lap. Jono doing his best. He's pushing hard. He's jumping the curbs. He's got to be careful though. We've seen how these curbs can upset these Beetles. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much at all. Motors now. He's taking it a bit easy, but he's got a bit of time to play with. There's Viper Z in fifth. Brian F. He's come out in sixth after that. So I think Brian has actually gained a few positions. Brian, let's check in with Brian. He's got 13 points in the championship, sitting 11th. But if you are new here, welcome. My name's Josh from Demo 1. And we stream on Twitch, Facebook and YouTube every time we go live with a race. And if you want to see more eSport racing, motor racing, please don't forget to hit the subscribe. And if you're loving the eSport stuff we put out, please hit the like button. And it'll help the channel. And it'll let YouTube know that the racing's good. So we'd love to share this with as many people as we can. So thanks to everyone who already has subbed and liked. Do appreciate the support. And again, thanks to RaceOnOz for having me along with their Division 1 crew tonight. It's been an interesting one. We've probably hit the race lull here at the moment as we come towards the closing stages of this one. As everyone, it's a trait of the long tracks. Nürburgring especially. It doesn't matter how quick you are, how close everyone is. The longer the track, it always seems, the wider the gaps become. Tack on. back on. Thank you for the like. Very much. Appreciate your support, buddy. And welcome along. But yeah, it's just one of those things that happens on the bigger long tracks. The cars always seem to get separated. Even when the talent pool is quite closely matched. Because if you can gain, say, a second on a small track every lap, say like in Austria on the Red Bull Ring, and that lap's like just about a minute and a half, maybe a little bit less, you're doing that at least 6 or 7 times. So you're gaining 6 seconds each lap. So those gaps just grow and grow and grow. And then you do that over 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 laps. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But we should see, I think, some desperation kick in as the drivers know they're hitting the end of the racing laps. CME Nick, thank you for the like. Be like CME Technic and like the stream too. Thank you very much, CME, and welcome along to the garage. We wouldn't be here without you, e-racing, eSports, motor racing fans out there either. So thank you for coming along. Facts with Daniel. This is from Facebook too. If you can't read, if you can't see the Facebook chat, it says 64 the Stig has more fans than Jono Stan 96. Would you know? He's probably got more Twitter followers too. Missing persons alert. Bo 231 is still missing. Yeah, where is Bo? Should put out an Amber Alert for Bo, I think. Oh, Captain. He's made a few mistakes tonight, and I thought he was about to make one there. That was a risky... Oh, again. It's so edge of your seat stuff when you hit the grass. This is what it looked like. Look how wide he went there. Lucky he had the curb on the outside, and watch this. Just, what corner? What corner? Captain Risky doesn't believe in corners. Oh, on board with him. Big save. Big save from the Risky. Big save. Was it the curbs again that got him unstuck? Oh, I think it was. Very lucky there. Look at this. Razor now within striking distance. And it's going to be on the last lap. This could be a high stakes final lap here. Groover, same thing. What corners? Keaton, 15 seconds on the final lap. That is a surefire win. Chopper Dog, 2 seconds on Jono Stan. It's going to be close. Motors, well, he's managed to hold that gap between him and Viper Z, and I think Motors will be scoring points tonight. Viper Z, he's in tow, but I don't think he's going to be quick enough because it's going to be very difficult to pass once they hit that ring. Bryant went long, and I think he's gained some spots as he's now sitting in 6th comfortably. SS Man is not too far in the rear, but will he catch him? Will he catch him? Not sure. Razor, he's by himself at the moment. Captain Risky. He's made a few too many errors tonight, and that's why he finds himself down in 9th. And Hatfield, well, there he is in 10th. Norm, again, he was, I think, called out at the start on the first lap. And Groover, a similar story. But he will make it to the end. He's look at that, he's a minute 48 behind Keaton. It's a long way off the leader. This is him here. He's just been flawless tonight. Last lap was a 7.51. I think that was his out lap from the pit, so that doesn't count. But he's done a 7.54, which again, I urge you to try and emulate that yourself if you've got Gran Turismo Sport. That would be a very, very hard time to match. Chopper Dog's holding his own here in 2nd. Jono Stan, he's on the podium position, but he won't be happy with third. He'll be wanting to grab that second spot. Will he or won't he? It's quickly running out. Let's get those cinematic cameras flowing for you. Viper has a GT3 Blancpain contract with Jaguar when they enter. Now, I don't know much. I don't follow the Blancpain that closely. Are Jaguar never going to enter? Is that the joke, Daniel? Daniel, giving us more facts with Daniel on the Facebook. So that's why I'm questioning that one. This is the battle at the moment, which we're waiting to see. Jono can just close that gap. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that. There's Motors and Viper Z. A similar story. There's Brian. He's really not far off either, is he? This game does look beautiful, though. And these shots at night, enjoy it. To think this is on a console as well, I will say that Polyphony Digital, they did a really good job of. They always do a good job, but this is one of the best looking racing games by far. And this is only running on a standard console. I don't have a PS4 Pro. This is Keaton in the lead, 17 seconds. It's going to be an easy win for this man tonight. Let's get an update through the field. Chopper Dog in second there. Jono Stan still trailing. Don't know if he's going to make it though. It's going to be a closely fought battle. There's Motors in fourth. Viper Z won't be far behind him. This is a tricky corner to get right, and they get through it unscathed. Brian F, same thing. I don't think he'll catch them, but he should secure sixth without any errors, of course. SS Man gets through. There's Razor in the 8th position. Risky in 9th. A few too many errors from Risky tonight. Hatfield in 10th. Still Norm in 11th, and there's Groover in 12th. His gap has grown now to 2 minutes between him and the leader. It's going to be a night to forget for Groover. And Groover, interestingly, is sitting 8th in the championship with 19 points. So there you go. This is the one we want to watch though. It's the battle for second and third, as I don't think it's settled yet. Chopper Dog, he's got a cool head on his shoulders, and he's doing everything he can here to get this lap to end. He wants to get to it as quickly as he can. The heart rate will be going through the roof. The pressure is on. Every glance he takes in that rear vision mirror, every time he looks backwards, he can see Jono Stan advancing ever so slightly. The gap is now less than a second. We are more than halfway through the track. We're up at least kilometre 17. And Jono Stan is primed and ready. Chopper Dog, though, needs to keep it out and off those curbs, because it will unsettle his Volkswagen. Very lucky there not to do it. He's managed to keep that gap about 8/10. It's hit the 7/10 mark. Jono Stan is on a roll. If he can close that gap before the dotting a hoe, Jono Stan will well and truly take second spot away from him. The slipstream will be all the advantage he needs. The cars bottom out as they hit the bottom of the hill, and they start climbing up towards the campsite. The gap, 5/10, 4/10. It keeps decreasing. Jono Stan will fancy his chances. This is going to go right to the wire as they come through the carousel. The Dottingahoe is just ahead. Keaton 231 will easily win this one. He'll soon take the checkered flag. But this is where it's at. Did Chopper Dog get a good enough run around the last corner? This is it. The Dottinger Ho. The long straight. Chopper Dog flicks out to the right. He tries to break that slipstream. He knows Jono Stand will be in it. It's going to be an advantage. Does the Volkswagen have enough top end? Look at him close the gap now. It's in within 2/10. This could be all over for Chopper Dog. He's going to park the car in the middle. He's going to force Jono on the wide shoulder. And look at that. Jono has got this number 2 above his name. They're side by side. And that's it. Keaton's taken the win. And just as that happened, Jono got the lead. Chopper Dog couldn't hold him off. Can he make the final move? Oh, he almost made. Did he have collision there with a barrier? I think he did. The fight is off. Jono Stand has won that stalemate. What a race between these two. Great battles. Jono Stand and Chopper Dog, second and third. What a finish. Motors has managed to keep Viper Z at bay though. Viper Z wasn't able to close the gap far enough. And it will be Motors to take fourth and his first points. Well done. Checkered flag there for those two. Brian F will see the checkered flag as well. He'll get that 6th position. SS Man there in 7th. Razor should have enough time to finish this lap. He does have Captain Risky in behind. But again, I think Razor's got a big enough lead to take it home very slowly. Cool, calm and collected here at the end. But what a finish there between Jono and Chopper. Big slide to finish it off. Hatfield will take 9th, and this is Risky. He takes a 10th. Norm will take the checkered. I don't know if Groover will though, because Groover's a fair way off. Norm pushing it hard to the end though. Wasn't his race today. He'll come back and fight another day. Yeah, Groover a long way out. Just hitting the Dottinger Ho now. He might actually make it. But what a finish. See me racing, you will have to go to RaceOnOz.com and join their league there, or join their forums there, I think, and pose the question. I know there are other divisions, so you'll have to ask them. They're in the middle of their season right now, so it probably won't be for this season, but the seasons are quite short. So you could possibly get in for season 9, I don't know. You'll have to go ask at RaceOnOz.com if you'd like to be part of it. There's Groover in 12th, but it was this man, Keaton 231, who took the first position, took the checkered flag before anyone else, and he got the fastest lap too. Congratulations, Keaton 231. No worries, see you, mate. Well, there you go. What a race we had this evening. That went really quickly. So, I hope you've all enjoyed that, because I definitely enjoyed the end of that one, and the start as well. Flew by. But we will be back same time on Sunday for the Race on Oz crew again. So if you like what you saw, come back, 8:30 GMT plus 10. That's my local time zone. So GMT plus 10, 8:30 p.m. We'll be streaming this again live. So thanks for coming along. And don't forget, if you are new, we'd love to have you along in the channel. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell, apparently, if you want to be notified. Subscribing isn't enough these days. But we do live eSport motor racing here on Demo 1, on Twitch, Facebook and YouTube. My name is Josh, and it's been lovely having your acquaintance tonight, guys. Thanks to all the likes. Thanks to all the subs. Thank you to Daniel for the facts. Thank you, CME. And I can't wait to do it again. Until next time, good night. And remember, race hard and on the edge. Bye-bye.